YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video. I'm so sorry about this garbage, god awful line. I sat here. It's been about 20 minutes. I've been trying to do so. I've been trying to cover it up, and I have covered it up. Hence why it ends here. But I can only cover it doesn't. I hate it. There's no middle ground. It's either dark lighting or it's bright lighting finally. But there's a line in my face. It drives me crazy. We're doing Iron Maiden. Remember tomorrow. Friday. I remembered it. Good one, Reese. Good joke, Reese. What was I saying? I've been told that this is a Paul Di'Anno classic, and that comment got several likes. So I guess this is where we want to be in terms of Paul Di'Anno. Obviously, we did Phantom of the Opera last because I wanted to explore some of the early Maiden stuff, the pre-Bruce stuff, the Paul Di'Anno stuff. We did. I'm frustrated. It's put me in a bad mood. We did Phantom of the Opera, and I got a comment saying that this was a classic in terms of Paul Di'Anno. People liked it, so I guess this is what we're gonna do. Remember Tomorrow from the very first album, colloquially known as Iron Maiden. I probably should have just remembered that one. Which Phantom of the Opera was on this album, wasn't it? So we've done two songs from the same album back to back. I don't usually do that. It was an accident. We're doing it anyway. Okay. Remember Tomorrow. Let's just listen to some music. Let's try and make the best of... I'll try and sit really far left. There we go. Let's listen.
Unchain the colors before my eyes. Yesterday's sorrows, tomorrow's white lies. Scan the horizon, the clouds take me higher. I shall return from out above.
Very good note.
Tis for remembrance and tears for joy. Tis for somebody with this lonely boy out in the madness.
I love them.
The all-seeing eye.
I don't even know how to describe one here.
Flickers above us to light up the
It's funny, until the solo there, I was about to be like, you know, it's interesting because it was I was really enjoying it. I was like, this is a really good song. I really enjoyed the tone of it. I really enjoyed I was enjoying every aspect of it pretty much. But I was gonna say this feels like maybe the least Maiden song that we've listened to, you know, that I've heard. And I was like, okay, I can hear elements of them. I can hear how they took this and built upon this, and how this was like their building blocks to what they later on went to do. I can hear that. I can hear those elements. You know, I can hear how they turned this more into their own identity a little bit more. My cat came in halfway through, and she already left, so that, you know, threw me off a little bit there at the start. Yeah, I was like, I can hear the building blocks and how they turned what this is into what they later on became. You know, how they formed their identity from where they started and stuff. But as soon as the solo kicks in, I was like, oh no, here we go. This is Maiden. I felt Maiden immediately. We can talk more about that at the end, but that was I just thought that was kind of interesting, the way that I was like, the way I was listening to it. It felt like, yeah, it was a bit different from Maiden, but then they came through.
Unchain the colors before my eyes. Yesterday's sorrows, tomorrow's white lies. Scan the horizon, the clouds take me higher. I shall return from Alabama.
Oh no! Start again. That was the end. That was made. Yeah, that was. I can see why people wanted me to hear that one. That was just a great song. Early Maiden, new whatever. It was just and they were firing. And like I said, they took a little bit of time to figure everything out. Obviously, they started with Paul, they ended up with Bruce. You know, that was probably the big thing. You know, but obviously, again, as the music progressed, they grew their identity even more. But still, from the get go, they were crushing it out of the gate, dude. No hesitation. That was a great song. And tonally, I really liked it. The progression and the structure of it was very Maiden, but also just very good. We always were taught in primary school, never use the word good, dude. Never use. They didn't say dude at the end. They just said never use the word good. There's always better words to use than good. Sometimes good's good. It was a band like it pulls you in, you know, you're really feeling it emotionally, you're trying to hear what's going on, you're listening to the story, but then you've got this solo, and then you've got the energy of it. Oh, firecracker. Great song. For their first album, dude. Absolutely crushed it. There is a quote here about Paul Di'Anno. Who so did he write the lyrics? Written by Paul and Steve. He stated in an interview in an interview that the lyrics to the song were inspired by his grandfather. That was about my grandfather. So he did. I lost him in 1980 when I was on tour. He was diabetic. They cut off his toe and heel. He lost his leg from the knee down. He just sort of gave up. But the lyrics don't relate to it, to be honest with you. Just the words "remember tomorrow" because it's what he always used to say. That was his little catchphrase. You never know what's going to happen. Remember tomorrow. It might be a better day. True. I would say keep moving forward because you know it is. There's always things keep going. There's always you go again. There is always tomorrow. So I just kept it in, and that was it. Tears for remembrance, tears for joy, tears for somebody, but this lonely boy, out in this madness, the old skiing sky flickers above us a light in the sky. So I guess again, sort of in honor of his granddad, or in memorial, whatever, dude. I'm sat in such a weird position right now because I was trying to avoid the light and it's gone, so I didn't move. Is this better? Am I a little bit more central? I really enjoyed that. Okay, if shit would stop falling over. Gravity, what's it done for anyone? That was a great song. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I clapped so aggressively there. We did 2 songs off this album, and Phantom of the Opera was really good. But that one, the song is so nice that Metallica / Opeth actually made a cover of this song. Interesting. Yeah, that was great. And Paul as well, he banged out his notes there. What do you mean music video? It has a video? For God's sake. Blame the YouTube algorithms for not showing me that one. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed. We will probably not do Paul next just because we've done 2 back-to-back, and I don't tend to do... I like to jump around a little bit with bands like Maiden where there's a lot to sort of go through, so I'll probably do something... I might do something brand spanking new from them next. Maybe something from Book of Souls. I've not heard any of Book of Souls. I've said before, I like a lot of the newest stuff, the post-2000 stuff, Brave New World, and A Matter of Life and Death are probably my 2 favourite Maiden albums that I've heard. At least most of Brave New World, I think. Although there's still plenty that I could still re-listen to and analyse, probably because it's been a while. But A Matter of Life and Death I've heard front to back 8 million times. For some reason, that album is just the one that I've heard a lot. So I like a lot of the new stuff, but I don't think I've heard any of Book of Souls. And I know that has the longest song on it, Empire of the Clouds. So maybe we'll do something off that album because it's the most recent album. See what we've done. See where they started. Let's see where they finished. Or I know they're not quite done yet, I think, but where they are at least most recently. So maybe we'll do that next. Regardless, thank you for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed. I'll see everyone in the next video. Peace.